What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video, guys. It has been a phenomenal week in the world of Book of Binance, BOOKUSD. There was a really cool dashboard that was released today by Aaron. So I want to walk you guys through it tonight so you can check it out. We're going to go over the chart, go over some really cool stuff. I'm a nerd. I love this kind of stuff. But anyways, be sure you tune in. And if you're new to the channel, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, let's waste no time at all and let's get into it already. Let's go over to our book chart real quick. And we're going to take a quick glance at the 15-minute chart. As you can see, we still got that all-time low from way back, just after the pre-sale happened. We are bebopping along at just under 4 cents. This is the 15-minute chart. Pretty much anytime that we've had a dip come through, we've been chugging right on through every bit of it. So really happy with the performance of book tokens so far. But tonight, what I want to do is I want to walk you through everything and kind of hit the dashboard. That's going to be the focus of it tonight. So if this is your first time watching a video about book, I would encourage you go over to Deck Screener, look up Book of Binance. And when you get to the home screen, to the token screen, go to the side where you can scroll down, and then all you do is you go right down here to the website, and it'll take you right over here. And this is a lot of what the dashboard is going to cover is BOOKUSD. As you can see, let me get my wallet connected. Here we go. All right, so you see a lot of the YouTubers, they have their own personal preference on risk tolerance. This is me. I like to cruise around at about the 220, 230 mark. That is my personal risk tolerance. I have just under 700,000 book parked in BOOKUSD. And if you want to talk about the protocol stats, you'll see them right here. The book live price is 0.388 cents. Bus token, which is the reward token that I receive on an emission schedule every day because I'm participating in the stability pool, is at just under 23 cents at 2264. And then our bud token is just slightly under $1 right now, which you can actually do redemptions right now. So that is something that is probably going to be, for the sake of this video, let's see. Nah, there's not enough bud tonight. But as you can see, the stability pool APR is 201.3. I borrowed a total of 12,025 bud against my book. That's the collateral that I borrowed against. And I have, since about 7 a.m., I've accumulated 157 bus token. Down here, this is where you can take advantage of the fee shares. In other words, when a loan is open or adjusted, or when redemptions take place, that is where you can get your loan shares in bud, and then the redemption fee shares in book. All right, so let's move on to the Dune dashboard. This thing is too darn cool, you guys. So in the comments section, if you notice, I put in the link the Dune dashboard. This is probably my third time going through this. One of these charts I didn't understand. I had to ask Aaron about, so excuse me and how I'm going to go through this. So right here, when you start at the top left, you'll see the book price, the total collateral ratio, and then you'll have protocol revenue, total revenue generated in bud and book, 136,320. This is something that is very encouraging to see over time right now, and that is the number of bud and bus holders over time. Look at this, guys. If this doesn't show you belief in a protocol, I don't know what does. You can see on April 27th, everything pretty much started going up. So the dark color is the bud, the red color is the bus token stakers, and that is still going up and up. I can tell you, I have 10,000 of them staked, and the fees are just too easy to accumulate. And the best part about it is the bus tokens. If you're participating in the stability pool, they are paid out on an emission schedule. All Things EVM has a great link to that. And as a matter of fact, when the video ends, I'll be sure to put a link to his videos in the description. He is a great teacher on this protocol, so make sure you follow him as well. All right, let's go down through some of these charts, some of these stats here. So this is neat. So this shows on 7 days. It shows bud, mint, and burn. So you can see where under and over what was. Let's see. So on the 29th, there was 50,058 bud minted, and then it says there was 115,000 burnt on that day. So that's pretty interesting. And then here's the total bud supply. Now you notice when the supply goes down. Well, the only thing I can assume on that based on the protocol is when redemptions take place, because don't forget, when you redeem, not purchase book, but when you redeem bud under peg for book, when you actually purchase the book, you burn the bud token, and then you actually pay a portion of that as a fee in book. That's where the bus token staking comes into play. And I mean, it's easy rewards. So this would explain these slight dips here. But as you can see, it's growing over time. That's really good. Here's another encouraging stat. So you have number of troves. Here's your 200 line. We had a slight dip here, but this shows again how much the community believes in the protocol. And we went way down here to 129. And look at this. I mean, we're talking just a steady climb. We had a few come and go. That's to be expected. But on this, it's right around the 232 mark. That's really good to see. This is something that is just amazing. So look at this, y'all. So book token, you can see we got up near 100 million. We had that crazy dip for a little while, but again, the chart, if you go back to what is this, May the 14th, you look at it close enough, you'll see we gobbled, the book community gobbled that dip up in no time flat, and we're back up. So it shows total book lock. Let's see, book. Yeah, it's right at 100 and right under 107 million is what the dashboard's saying. That's really good. All right, let's see. Hourly total value lock change. That's pretty cool. So you can scan through all this and get an idea of what's going on there. And of course, that's on BookUSD. Now, this right here, issuance gain from bus staking. So on this, you can see there's two things to take into account: fees generated on bud and then gains claimed on bud. So the fees generated on bud on the 29th is 1,964 bud. And then the gains claimed is 861. So that goes to show you that people are still taking advantage of borrowing, and the people who are bus stakers are absolutely raking in easy money. I mean, there's days when you go 24 hours, even with the small balance I have, 25, 30 bucks. I mean, 25, 30 bucks a day passively. It's not going to go buy you a Lambo, but I mean, you get that every day. That'll pay you a utility bill. That'll pay for an easy dinner. That'll pay for anything. But what a lot of people are doing is they're taking their bud that they get from bus staking, and they're buying book because they're trying to they're trying to get as much of it as they can. Because remember, guys, book is a scarce asset, and you want to make sure that you can lock as much book up as you possibly can. All right. So let's go over here. All right, redemption gain from bus staking. So look at this. That was back when you saw the dip in the chart. Not gonna lie to you, on some of these days, easy money getting book. Because all you got to do is stake it and hold, and then you just claim. Because in bus staking, don't forget, you actually generate your fees from the share of the fees from the loans, and then when redemptions kick in, you actually generate book from redemptions. So you have bud over here from bus staking, and then over here you have book that you wind up taking in as well. This goes back again to the dashboard. This is where a lot of questions came in on the redemption fees, and then the decay rate. And don't forget, when redemptions happen, the rate of the borrowing rate and the redemption rate go up, and if no redemptions take place, it slowly goes back down. It takes roughly, I don't know, I think it's 2, possibly 3 days, but you can see very plainly on here where it spiked up, it went down, it went up a little bit more, but right in here, that's the borrow rate is right at 4%. So that'll give you a good idea on that. This is a really good chart right here. I didn't understand it at first, so I had to ask. This shows, so the bottom of this chart, the best way I can explain it is, let me see if I can zoom in for you. Yes, I can. All right, so this right here is the cumulative liquidation price distribution. Basically what this is, let me get this answer so I can make sure I'm saying this correctly. Lord help me, I don't want to make sure I don't misspeak on this. Let's see. So on this chart shows how much book is vulnerable to get liquidated at each price cumulatively. So on this, so if you see it, guys, we are nowhere near the 2 cents mark. I mean, you're talking nowhere near. We're nowhere near this. So we're as healthy as we can be. I don't know if you guys realize that. I mean, we are holding strong big time. This is something interesting down here. So on each date, this shows how everybody is utilizing the bud that is minted from borrowing against book. Because remember, the only way you can mint bud is to borrow against your book. That's the only way you get it. So on here, like on these given dates, so look at this. So the stability pool obviously is your number one use. And then you can see, pardon me, and then you can see the PCS V3LP is 6.3%. EOA, I'm not really sure what that is, or unknown contracts. I don't really know what that is. I'll have to ask him. So yeah, so that's a question I'm gonna have to ask. All right, so let's see. So let's go down through here. There's quite often the talk about collateral ratios. This is interesting to me. So you can actually see what risk level everybody has. Right, let's see. This was, I guess you could say, yeah, updated 21 hours ago. Okay. And if you go to BOOKUSD, you go up here, and then you go to Troves. As you can see, somebody's at 193%. All right, so that's, I would assume that's that person right in there. You can see the general consensus in the community. Everybody looks like they're around, yeah, pretty much around that 1 let's see, right around let's see, at 220 to 260. And then you've got 280, 290, 300. That's really truly where I like to be. It's just kind of lower right now. And then we really get up there 320. And then you get back here to where there's some for 80, 490, 500. And then you got some way up here at 780. But also you can get an idea if you mouse over it, you can also see how much debt on each one of those collateral ratios is there. So you can really and truly get an idea. There's a big one, 34,000, 31,000. 406. And if you go over them real slow, you can see there's 600, 106, 522. See, you pretty much get the idea. All right, let's go down here. Total gains from bus staking. So this shows you right off the get-go where the gains are being made from bus staking. So if you go over here, you'll see that just on, let's see, so April 30th. There was 7,379 bud that was paid out. And then the bud that was claimed just on that date was 6,447. So that's $7,000, $7,379 was the total amount of loan fees that were generated for that day. Let's go a little bit closer up here. So as the protocol, as BOOKUSD gets bigger, the amount of troves get bigger. Wow. You can see on here that, so on the 30th, let's go down, let's go another date over here. So this is your total gains. The bud that was paid out on May 26th, all the way up to May 26th, excuse me, is 118,601. And then the bud claimed is 115,391. Whoever you guys has got that several thousand bud, you don't need it. I know what to do with it. And then book paid out 490,182. And then the book claimed 489,478. That is obviously from redemptions. And you can see on this chart where I would make the assumption that's where redemptions kicked in. And obviously, bud was underpegged slightly, and people were able to get some book. They could redeem their bud for book on a discount. And then here's gains per 1,000 staked bus. That's pretty interesting to see. So, so on this, you can get the idea of loan activity for the week. Now, let me tell you something. We always tell you that the bud fees come in chunks. It may have slowed down for right now, but here's the thing. We're always marketing. We're always marketing the protocol out there. Don't you miss the next wave, because when the next wave comes in and all these people start piling into the protocol again, don't say it's not going to happen, because you know it's going to happen, and you're going to miss out on the next payment. And those payments are quite juicy. So total bus staked, you can see right here. So the orange line, people are steadily claiming. You can see here and there, some people are selling just a little bit here and there. I've sold $25 here and there to pay for a few things. I mean, why not? I mean, it's a rewards token, but I'm staking the majority of it. Now, total book locked. This is neat. Let's see here. So USD is in the orange. Don't really understand the spikes, but I'll just consider that an anomaly. So you can see where the USD is up and down. Look at this book all the way up here. We took that dip and the community gobbled it right back up, and we're still chugging along. Trove size. Oh, look at this, y'all. So trove sizes, and this was updated 3 hours ago. So we've got 100,000 book to 1 million is approximately 71. And then we've got 10,000 to 100,000. That's 110 troves. And then 10 million to 100 million, there's 34. And then 1,000 to 10,000, there's 16. Interesting. So there you go. You can see the the various sizes that people are willing to park in BookUSD. But remember this: if your book's sitting there not doing anything, what really are you doing? Because you want to keep that collateral ratio healthy. And if you do that, you're going to earn on the flywheel that we talk about all the time. All right, so let's go over here. Total Bud borrowed over time. This is a really, really good sign to see, because what this means is we are taking advantage of BookUSD, depositing our book in there, borrowing against it. Oh, look what we got here. What's up, Aaron? I need to double check that Trove sizes data. There's no way that many people had 10 million in their Trove. Yeah, I was kind of wondering that too, but got me excited, you know. So let's see. Aaron, man, dirty martini tonight? Let me know. All right, so down here, list of stability pool. Oh, this is neat. So stability pool deposits down here. Let's see. How long ago was this updated? All right, so that was 17 hours ago. All right, so this is neat. So you've got, oh, look at this. So you got several wallet addresses. So like on here, you've got 910 bus tokens that are not claimed. Let's see. Yep, found the problem. The label of that one was supposed to be 1 million and 10 million. Guys, let me tell you something. This right here is a prime example. I was on a live today, and there's two rules in DeFi. Number one, code is law, and you better know the dev that you're dealing with. This guy right here, this is the dev of the protocol hanging out with us to make sure that everything's going to be right and taken care of. So you can see in every little tidbit, the dude is a beast at trying to keep it all up. So make sure that you watch all that. All right. On here, so this is neat. So on here, oh, let's see. All right. So depositor shows the addresses, and then pool share. So stability pool deposits. Wow, look at that. I'm gonna have to go on here. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can see my share of it. Let's see. Let's do this. All right, there you go. So I have 1.03% of the pool, 12,462 bud, 62.90 bud. And I've got to tighten up because I got 93.64 bus tokens I got to claim and stake. So there you go. Let's see. Recently redeemed troves. Oh, this is interesting. So the last redemption, according to the stats, this was updated 2 hours ago, and it had 5,188 book collateral, and then there was 106.09 bud. The book price was just above 4 cents. All right, check this out. So the collateral ratio was 197, and don't forget, you've got to go way, 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 way down to get liquidated. Liquidated and redeemed are two different things. So somebody redeemed 4.092 in a long decimal for 101 book. So let's see. Let me see if I can, my non-math self. So yeah, they were able to get that. See, the thing of it is, though, I'd have to see what the price of Bud was at the time, because in a redemption, guys, remember this: if Bud is 98 cents or 97 cents, and you want to redeem one Bud for a book, when you do a redemption, it's going to do the system will take a unit of one bud for a unit of one book. So if you're taking one bud that's at value 98 cents, it's going to give you a value of $1, and you can claim that same value of book away from them. So don't forget that, guys. Whenever you see bud under peg, use the redemption feature. Get yourself some book. It's great for the protocol to do that. All right, let's go down a little bit further. All right, so list of troves. This is neat. Dig all the way through this. That's pretty cool. All right, let's go down a little bit further here. All right, recent liquidations. So this goes to show you that everybody, this is something that stands out really, really big time with this protocol. So in BookUSD, and I stress in BookUSD, the entire community knows, first and foremost, Book is only 185 million tokens. So it's a limit, it's a non-inflationary limited supply token. The last liquidation that we had was on the 29th of May, and this person got down to 138.82%. I mean, these were people that were being absolutely just irresponsible with their troves. Everybody who's been around knows the previous protocol. There was a ton of liquidations. That is just not happening here. So again, I can't tell you enough. This is my conviction, my journey, just speaking out on things. If you don't have your book token working for you in BookUSD, put it to work, guys. Put it in here. Keep the collateral ratio healthy. Pull some bud out from up here. Put it in the stability pool. Earn yourself some bus tokens. And then when you get to a level, I set myself a goal of basically about 10,000 bus tokens. Not going to lie to you guys, it happened a whole lot faster than I thought it would. So now I'm strategizing, figuring out what my next steps are going to be. Basically, I've got a strategy now to where I've got to get more book token. So I've got to figure out strategies now to where I can generate more stable coin to where I can get more book token. So basically, that's my strategy right now, because I can tell you this. I need for this right here. My goal is to get that over 1 million book in this protocol. That's how much I believe in it. And I can tell you this, as hard as we are working on this, we are going to send this bad boy to the stratosphere. We are taking every step and measure that we possibly can to make sure that this protocol stays solvent. We're doing what we can to make sure that it's a great experience. We're also making sure that no matter where you stick your money, there's a way to earn here. I mean, I'm not even going to go into the V3 because this video, I wanted to do it in 30 minutes and we're right at 29. And I think I've pretty much covered what I wanted to on this. So, I mean, guys, the tools are there. If you're curious about the platform, it is. I mean, there's some. It takes a hair of a learning curve, but if you really want to learn, you really want to add some wealth to your portfolio and add that diversification in DeFi to where, I mean, because this is earning every day for me. This pool right here is paying out every day, and this is on an emission schedule. And you just saw, I put it in the dashboard. I'm a little bit over 1%. I forget if it's in this one or this one. Yeah, it's actually 1% in the stability pool, earning rewards. Guys, work for your bag and make sure that you are in a quality protocol. I mean, there's in investing, I mean, for me, you have to take a chance. have to take a risk. I mean, you can't just sit there and do nothing. And if you know who you're dealing with, you know it's a good person, they know what they're doing, and it's hey, it just plain works. That's the thing of it. And if you know that you're able to put some money in your pocket and there's still a plan, everything is pressing forward. As my teenagers would say, guys, it's pretty much a Captain Obvious moment. So on this, I am going to stick a fork in this video because we are done. Um, I am absolutely looking forward to the next steps for Book of Binance and BookUSD to see what happens. Yes, I am able to see what is going on, and it is very exciting. Um, that's really it, guys. I mean, there's it's this is a if I could put it into one sentence, what does this protocol do? It is a fee generating machine. I mean, it is just it's a passive income machine. I mean, there's no other way around it. And if you don't believe me, hey, that's fine. You don't have to. I will continue to invest in this, and the protocol stats speak for themselves. Um, do your homework. Do your homework. Don't believe what anybody says. Do your own due diligence. Follow your own path and assess your own risk level. Again, just like in the beginning of this is not financial advice. This is a documentation of my journey, period. And that's really and truly it. But outside of that, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you're doing well. If you have any questions about it, you can go into the, as a matter of fact, let me go on here and punch in the Telegram. As a matter of fact, when the live ends, guys, I'm going to copy and paste the Telegram for Book of Binance. Oh, something else. Let me show you guys very quickly before we end. We had a issue with our previous YouTube channel, and I will put the YouTube channel in the comment section. If one of you guys are watching, if you could drop it now, that'd be great. I need you guys to go to the new YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on notifications, because we will be broadcasting, obviously, through StreamYard this coming Thursday from the new YouTube channel. So need to make sure you guys are landing in the right spot to watch the AMA. That's it, guys. Book of Binance. It's been a great experience from the beginning. Right now, it doesn't matter what your entry price is, you're still early. That's my opinion. My wife will tell you my opinion will get me a flat Coke and a stale bag of chips. But outside of that, guys, I mean, I'm telling you, if I found it today and I sat down and I was able to digest this protocol and see that it has multiple components for passive income, I can tell you this is a no-brainer. Even if you're just now finding this protocol and you're entering in just under 4 cents, you're beyond the shadow of a doubt early. I mean, you are early. Why do I say that? Why would I even say that? Number one, look at the total value locked. It's at 107.2 million bucks. So how many is that? Well, let me show you. So if you go right up here into Deck Screener, and you go to holders, this will show you the belief in the protocol. So if you look right here, if I zoom in real close, you'll see this first contract up top. That is the Book USD contract. There is approximately 57.8875% of the total supply, not locked away, but it is users have locked that much book into BookUSD to take advantage of borrowing against it and earning passive income. And then this is the first 3-year contract. This is the LP right here. And then this is I think it's a team allocation contract or something like that. But as you can see, I mean, if you take 17% and the 5% here, that's how much is already not even circulating around. So, I mean, I I don't have time for the sake of this video to figure it out, but as you can see, if you look on here, there's not really that much. See here, the top 100 holders own 95.88% of Book of Binance, and the total supply is 185,188,301.07. So, telling you guys, there's a lot of belief in this, a lot of belief. Can't stress to you enough. Get in this protocol. You will not be disappointed. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Yeah, guys. Dune dashboard, really cool if you're a data junkie like me and you love to read about a lot of random things about this. Follow the link in the video description. It's really good. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. Have a great weekend. I'm going to try to do the least amount possible this weekend. Probably going to go get a workout or two in, but outside of that, take it easy, guys. And if anything gets going this weekend or I want to go live, you'll catch it. And if you want to make sure you don't miss it, make sure you turn on that notification bell. And I appreciate each and every one of you who have subscribed, followed my channel, because if I see a project that I believe in and know it's if I feel under my conviction it's going to do me some good, hey, take you some notes. And if you don't feel comfortable with it, by all means, don't do it. But outside of that, guys, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Here comes the outro, and see you later.